Taurus is about to become someone even they don't recognize, and it's terrifying them. 2026 marks Uranus's final year in Taurus, completing a 7-year transformation cycle that's been dismantling everything they thought they needed. The comfort zones they've protected for years will finally crumble completely. That stable job, gone or radically different. That predictable routine, shattered. That relationship they've stayed in out of habit, either transformed or terminated. The person Taurus becomes is unrecognizable because they'll finally choose growth over security. They'll take risks they swore they'd never take. They'll release attachments that defined their identity. The stubborn bull becomes a shapeshifter, and while it's uncomfortable, it's evolutionary. By the end of 2026, then Taurus won't just look different, they'll be fundamentally transformed. Taurus becomes proof that the most stubborn sign can become the most adaptable. If Taurus transforms through release, Scorpio transforms through rebirth. Scorpio is dying and being reborn, literally becoming a different person by December. Pluto, Scorpio's ruling planet, shifts into Aquarius permanently in 2026, forcing Scorpio to release their need for control and intensity. The person who manipulated outcomes, guarded secrets, and kept everyone at arm's length will become radically open and vulnerable. This isn't a choice, it's survival. Scorpio's old patterns of transformation through destruction no longer work. The unrecognizable version of Scorpio trusts without guarantees, loves without possession, and connects without surveillance. Their famous intensity channels into humanitarian causes instead of personal vendettas. They become the healer instead of the wounded, the guide instead of the guardian, and friends from early 2026 won't recognize them. By year's end, the darkness that defined them becomes light. Scorpio becomes the phoenix everyone always said they were, from death and rebirth to expansion and overflow. Sagittarius is about to become serious, and everyone who knows them is shocked. Jupiter moves through Cancer in 2026, forcing Sagittarius to confront emotional depth they've been running from for years. The eternal adventurer who avoided commitment suddenly craves roots. The brutal truth-teller learns compassion. The person who escaped responsibility becomes the one everyone relies on. This isn't who Sagittarius thought they'd become, but it's who they needed to become. The transformation is jarring because it's the opposite of everything Sagittarius represents. They'll turn down trips to stay home. They'll commit to relationships seriously. They'll think before speaking. They'll build instead of explore. The free spirit becomes the foundation, and while it feels foreign, it feels right. By 2026's end, Sagittarius has integrated the depth they always mocked. Sagittarius becomes proof that freedom and commitment aren't opposites. If Sagittarius learns commitment, Aquarius learns connection. Aquarius is becoming human, and it's uncomfortable, messy, and long overdue. Pluto enters Aquarius fully in 2026, beginning a 20-year transformation of how Aquarius relates to emotions and intimacy. The detached intellectual who observed feelings from a distance will be forced to experience them directly. Their superior aloofness crumbles. Their emotional walls collapse. The person who loved humanity but avoided individuals becomes capable of genuine, one-on-one intimacy. This transformation is unrecognizable because Aquarius has spent their entire life intellectualizing emotions away. In 2026, they can't analyze their way out, they have to feel their way through. They'll cry, rage, love messily, and admit they don't have all the answers. The alien becomes human, and while they resist, they ultimately evolve into someone who can connect on levels they thought they were above. Aquarius becomes ordinary enough to be extraordinary, from emotional awakening to structural collapse. Capricorn is about to discover that success without soul is just expensive emptiness. Saturn, Capricorn's ruler, moves through Aries in 2026, creating tension between achievement and authenticity. The workaholic who measured worth in titles and bank accounts faces a crisis. None of it matters if they're alone at the top. Capricorn will question everything they've sacrificed for success relationships, health, joy, spontaneity, and realize the cost was too high. The unrecognizable Capricorn prioritizes people over promotion, presence over productivity, and vulnerability over victory. They'll leave prestigious positions that drain their soul. They'll choose relationships over reputation. They'll laugh, play, and waste time intentionally. And the mountain goat climbs down from the summit to reconnect with the valley and discovers that's where life actually happens. Capricorn becomes warm, and the world doesn't know how to process it. If Capricorn softens, Virgo surrenders. Virgo is learning that perfection isn't the goal, presence is. Neptune continues its journey through Pisces before entering Aries, but its final effects dissolve Virgo's need for control completely. The perfectionist who criticized everything learns to accept what is. The anxiety-driven achiever discovers peace in imperfection. The person who fixed everyone stops trying to fix anyone, including themselves. This is the death of the Virgo everyone knows. The transformation creates someone unrecognizable, a Virgo who lets things be messy, who doesn't have all the answers, who rests without guilt. They'll ignore texts, leave tasks unfinished, and stop caring if things are done correctly. The control freak becomes the acceptance master. Friends will ask if they're okay, they've never been better, they've just stopped performing productivity. A Virgo becomes proof that surrender is stronger than control. 6 signs, 6 complete transformations: Taurus, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Aquarius, Capricorn, and Virgo. By December 2026, these signs won't just change. They'll become people they wouldn't recognize in a mirror from January. These transformations aren't optional, they're evolutionary. The universe doesn't ask permission to upgrade you. If your sign is on